my name's Tobin, and I really like pugs, to the point where a lot of the things that I buy are pug related. For instance, I buy a lot of pug clothes. I buy pug jewelry and pug art, and people who know me, when they're thinking of a gift, often buy me pug things. One way that I communicate my love for pugs is through Instagram, but not through my personal Instagram. My dog has his own Instagram. You can go ahead and follow him at Oscar Provenzali. Today, I'm going to talk about how having different Instagrams influences the algorithm and media to show you more products that they think that you're going to like, or narrowcasting, niche marketing, and targeting. So what is targeting? It's when specific companies use the information that you give out to show you more products that they think that you're going to like. For instance, if you show that you like a lot of pugs, they're going to start advertising things with pugs in it. But I want to go a little deeper than that. So today I want to talk about how 3 different Instagram accounts that I have get advertised in different ways. First of all, I have my personal account, at Tobin Pro. It says, I'm a 17-year-old girl. I like makeup, I like my friends, I like nails, and I like watching art. Because that's what I post, and that's what I'm looking at on my Instagram, whether it's just scrolling through my following or on anything else that I use Instagram for. That's the account that I use mainly. Then I have at ramen.tobes. And that's kind of the same as Tobin Pro, except that it's a little bit more sad. It's a little bit more my personal life. I follow a lot of my other friends' Instagrams that are more personal to them, and I do a lot of ranting. And finally, I have my pug Oscar's account at Oscar Provenzali. His Instagram is all about the pugs. I only follow pug accounts, so that might be interesting to see what they're going to think that a pug would like to see. So on Instagram suggested pages, it recommends shopping. And so I looked into what shopping it recommends for these different accounts. As you might suspect, it was a lot of targeted shopping. So for Tobin Pro, where as a reminder, it's just my personal account, it shows kind of my perfect life. And it's one that I look at when I'm just bored and looking at Instagram. So I scrolled through my Instagram and I went to the shopping page and I looked at 15 of the first recommended things to buy. 2 out of 15 of those were jewelry. Reasonable enough. I look at a lot of jewelry. A lot of people that I follow wear jewelry. Also at 2 out of 15, or 13.3%, is wood finishes, which is a little bit more interesting because that's specifically targeting things that I look at. Because I look at a lot of art. At 3 out of 15, or exactly 20%, is a makeup. At 4 out of 15, or roughly 26.6%, is going to be clothes. I'm not sure about that one, probably because I assume that 17-year-old girls are going to want to buy clothes. And then at 4 out of 15 is the nails. Because a lot of the things that I look at on Instagram is people doing their own nails, different nail art things. I just think it's really interesting to watch. So the account, at ramen.tobes, is my personal account. It's an account that I don't use that much unless there's something that I really want to share, but I don't feel like it's quite ready for my main account. So that account gets a lot less love from me, which means that it's going to have a lot less information about me. So a lot of the things that are going to be marketed are going to be less specific for me. 1 out of 15 of the advertisements was for makeup. And also 1 out of the 15, or 6%, was for jewelry. That's a lot less than before, which most likely means that they think that that account is less interested in those things. I'm not sure why. The next was for shoes, which seems like it's going to be a lot more popular because a lot more people are going to be interested in the same shoes. And that was 4 out of 15, or 26.6%. So most likely, shoes are considered to be more popular things. If they don't have a lot of data on someone, they're most likely going to just show shoes because everyone is interested in shoes. Shoes are less specific to an individual person as what kind of makeup or jewelry or clothes they're going to want. The highest for my very personal account, ramen.tobes, was clothes at 9 out of 15, or an even 60%. One thing to note is that the clothes that were advertised were specifically for people on a lot of a more feminine side of the spectrum of gender, because they had a lot of bras and they had dresses and skirts and things that women are going to wear more typically than men. So it takes the data of me being a girl and puts that in, and then it shows me things that it thinks that a woman is going to want. Finally, at Oscar Provenzali, the Instagram for the pug. The smallest categories advertised, coming in at 2 out of 15 or 13.3% each, was clothes for humans and miscellaneous dog items, not specific to any one thing, just things for dogs. Next was dog toys, which was 5 out of 15 or an even 1/3 split at 33.3%. The biggest category was dog clothes, coming in at 6 out of 15 or 40%. That's interesting because there were only 2 items of clothing for humans, whereas there were 6 for dogs. So they assume that the human running the account cares more about their dog than themselves. The items that were advertised for dogs were 13 out of 15 or 86.6%. Things that were advertised with pugs, so very related to the account, were 3 out of 15 or 20%. All of this goes to show that Instagram has algorithms that specifically target things for what they think that that account is going to be interested in. Whether it's for a personal account being something that that person is going to want specifically, or a dog's account where someone is going to think that they're going to want to buy dog things for their dogs.
Thanks for watching, and make sure to follow Oscar on Instagram.